Hello. I'm gonna keep this cute, brief, and all that jazz. So I was talking out loud. I was talking to the homies, and I was just really more or less just talking about just like there is nothing more beautiful, nothing more inspiring than watching a person do something that they love simply because they love it. It's their passion, it's just their thing. Because when someone is doing something that is just so authentic to them, it just flows off of them so effortlessly, and it's just so beautiful. There's this I like watching this comedian. I think his name is like Gianmarco or something, whatever. um I like the way like he kind of, I don't know what it's called, crowd work or whatever the hell, I don't know what it's called, but like I love the way he interacts with it, the way he just goes about his comedy style and everything of this nature. It just flows so effortlessly. This the other diva that just won for the Olympics here, I don't know where the Olympics are, but she's like representing like the US, I believe. um I love watching her as well too, because she does it yet again so effortlessly and it's so beautiful. There was this interview that I or something I read about, like an interview that she had, and the person was questioning her about like, like how does she feel, like is she stressed or anxious or whatever, and she's just like, it was something along the lines of she's just like too excited and just too happy to even like really even feel all of that, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying, like when you're so in tune with something that's in tune with you or whatever, it's almost, it's simply natural. And that's why there's nothing more beautiful than somebody stepping into their purpose and doing what's, just the most authentic to them. You know what I mean? Like that's literally the only point. That's why I'm like forever like talking about like, please, for the love of yourself, don't conform yourself. Don't do anything that does not resonate with your heart. Okay? Don't apply for that goddamn major just because it's gonna bring in money. You know damn well you don't give a fuck about it. Don't apply for that job if you don't care. Right? Don't do that, because then you're doing yourself this service, this favor, whatever the hell it is people say. That's why as well too, we are all gifted certain talents, gifts, whatever the hell, qualities, all of these things, because there won't be anyone else who can do it in the way that you can, right? Because you're just so unique. There's literally no one else like you, and therefore there's no one else who can fully execute whatever that thing is the way you do, bitch. You know what I mean? It's just so beautiful. And I think like what it is as well too, the reason why people might like perhaps stray away from what it is that they actually do enjoy or what they love is because, I don't know, I think that sometimes with like everything, I don't know, I feel like some people might think that their purpose needs to be like something like saving the world, or I don't know, like becoming like, I think that when you speak about purpose, or people are expecting it to be something like, you know, and that's cool and that's fine, but also too, it's insane to think that something like, it's insane to think that like, let's say your passion is something like very chill, nothing wrong with that, okay? When it, like, yeah, maybe your passion is like, I don't know, I can't think of it like right now, right? But like when you're doing something yet again like just so in tune with who you are, that right there has a ripple effect. And what does that ripple with that one drop, like it just ripples, you know what I mean? And that right there is just in itself just very beautiful. You never really truly know how much of inspiration you are, right? That's the thing as well though too, right? When you're like so in your purpose and just doing what you love as well too, you don't even need that external validation um to continue what it is that you're doing, because it just feels right and it's just you, bitch. It's just you. Like, you're just so locked in, diva. You gotta be like locked the fuck in, diva. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, but like, yeah, like I think that when you ask a person what their purpose, like whatever, I think that like people are expecting it to be just some grand thing. You're like, if you really fucking enjoy spending your time at the beach, if you really enjoy just sitting in the sun or whatever the fuck, I don't know, bitch, then do that. I like to do that, okay? Like, things just get so much more peaceful when you stop feeding yourself a lie being of what you're supposed to be doing or how you're supposed to be living. It gets exhausting. It gets extremely exhausting doing that, you know what I mean? But, you know, and I think as well though too, why a person might kind of push their passions, whatever purpose, to the side is because perhaps really embodying that or perfecting whatever the hell, right, might take a lot of time, and the route towards that thing or the stability that it'll bring or whatever the hell might take a little bit longer than plan B. But things that come easily aren't always the best things, to be honest with you. So, like, we're literally just here to do what we love. Nothing more, nothing less. Of course, not in the sense of just being completely out of touch with everything else, but you know what I mean, right? No one, like, at first has to start with stop telling yourself a lie as to why you're doing everything else except what you should be doing or what you want to be doing, right? Like, seriously. Okay. No, but like, for real though, homie. Like, for real. Right? You know what I mean? But yeah, to wrap this all up, there's nothing more beautiful than a person in tune with themselves, and just living in their purpose, and, you know, just going after the things that set their soul on fire. It's just so beautiful. And yeah, that's really it. That's like literally what I was just like reflecting on, you know? And no, I think what perhaps can hold a person back as well too, like I was saying in the thing, whatever, is just that, like, you know, a person might expect or think that it needs to be something big or something grand, but whatever a person might deem as being something small or minuscule, whatever, no, bitch. Anything that is done in love is nothing small. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. I know this isn't my saying. I saw it somewhere, but anything that's done in love is done well, right? And whatever it is whatever, you know, like, it doesn't fucking matter if those around us have an issue with it or don't understand it, whatever the fuck, okay? You're not living for them, right? And if people around you are not being supportive and everything of this nature, then that right there shows that they are just simply